Hi guys, how are you doing today? Hi Sandy, you're gonna jump up? Sandy and I say hi. Hello. So today I thought I would show you how to make some bookmarks. Now, excuse me. So this is sort of the finished product. They're mostly kind of prototypes still, prototype mode. But it's, as you can see, obviously, it's a strip of paper, woo, with punched owl on it. Thank you, can't see. With a punched owl on it, which comes in like it's like a, well, they call it a kit. It's a paper punch with just one punch with all the little shapes on it. So you get the owl body and the owl chest and the wings and his eyes and the beak, and then you have to very patiently, painstakingly glue them all wherever you want them to be. So this is my first bookmark that I put. This is there. I think there are two types of glitter glue. One with that's really glitter and good old school glue, white glue, Elmer's school glue. And I remember back when all you had was a little jar of glitter, maybe this big, real glitter, just dry glitter. Whatever they chop up to make glitter, there was a jar of it, and you can get it in multicolored or all green or all red or all blue. Usually it was silver. I think usually silver. So you had that, and then maybe tinsel was the same, made the same stuff. So you had that, and then you had your bottle of white glue, and you would draw something with the glue, like a little circle or a heart just with the tip of the glue, and then you would pour your whole jar of glitter over that, and the glitter would stick to the glue and would fall off onto the paper that, what didn't hit the glue would land on the paper, hopefully, and not all over everywhere. So then you would, I guess you let it dry a bit, and then you would take your paper and you kind of fold it, make a little, like an alley runner thingy in there in the middle, and dump the excess glitter back in the jar, and that was glitter glue. Then somebody actually invented glitter and glue and called it glitter glue. They put them together in a jar so you could buy glue with glitter in it. I remember that being, I think I found it on this through this company called Inka Dinka Doo, who sold rubber stamps. And then at some point it became Stickles. I guess Stickles is still around. I've never bought Stickles. So I bought, but now they make glitter glue with some kind of a polymer in it. So it's very rubbery. So it's really more glue than glitter now. And the glitter looks different. But you can still, if you hunt around, find the Stickles type of glitter glue. So I have the Stickles type, and obviously I have the polymer type. So that's what, this has both. So today I thought I would make this type of bookmark. Thank you. Hello. So today I thought I'd make this type of bookmark, which has, I call them lovebirds. It's another punch kit, and this is just on scrapbook paper, printed on both sides, and then the birds are actually punched out, and then I embellished with Stickles glitter glue, and then I thought I'd put the polymer glitter glue over that to seal it and give it a bit more strength. This is kind of flimsy because it's very sturdy here where the owl actually is, but the rest is just the thin paper. So I need to figure out a way to get it less wrinkled looking. Put it in a book, I guess. What do you think, Sandy? What do you think? So anyway, enough of my yakking. Let's get started on all of this. I realized I was like a mile away from the camera and you couldn't see what the heck I was showing you. So here's the bookmark with the owl and the glitter glue, both different types of glitter glue. The eyes are old school glitter glue, and the rest it's coated with new glue, the polymer kind. You can see the way it sort of sparkles a bit. There, you can see some sparkles on the back. And this is actually, I forgot to mention that it's colored. It's not clear glue, it's colored. So this particular one is an aqua color. So here's a plain bookmark that doesn't have the polymer glue on it yet, and I'm going to paint that on to give it a bit more structure and a bit more color. I thought I'd go with the aqua again because it matches the old school glue. That's a mouthful. Okay, so first I'm going to show you, this is my spreader. It's just a cheap plastic knife, and it's got glitter glue left on it from last night. One thing that's handy is it doesn't stick to non-porous stuff, so I should be able, because if you don't peel this off, it makes kind of lumps when you're spreading it. So I think I can it should just peel right off. I don't know why I'm doing this left-handed, I'm right-handed. At least I used to be. So yeah, you just peel this off. You got some glitter glue. Neighbors. Okay, so that's clean. So I don't really need the plate. Put this behind me. So this will seal and strengthen and add a bit of color to the birdies. So I'm kind of doing the last step first. So then we'll go back and make a fresh new bookmark. Right, so this is the polymer glitter glue. Elmer's, they call it classic glitter glue, which isn't, it's new, but I guess I'm just old now. So let me get more on camera here. So you put a gob down. Sometimes it gets a little enthusiastic like that. I just took the whole cap right off because it's silly to try and squeeze it through when you need this much. Just be killing yourself. So then you just spread it. It's like you're making a peanut butter sandwich. You just spread it. And it adds a bit of color, not a ton of color. Color and shine. And I just think it's fun, more fun. I like them uncoated, but I just worried that they were just gonna rip in 2 seconds. And who wants a ripped bookmark, right? Ain't got no use for a ripped bookmark. So I'm just spreading it, and it's gonna fill in any little pockets or whatever. gonna match the other glitter, but it's two different kinds, so it sort of adds some texture. Let's see if I can get this back in a jar. Some of it. I don't want to waste it. Maybe some of it. I'll get back in the jar. Get in there. Some success. Boy, this is so sparkly. I'm getting all these reflections in here. Okay, go get in the car, kid. So this is my work surface is just a piece of white waste scrapbooking paper. It was the backer board to it. It had stuff printed on it, so I couldn't really use it anyway. And then I put plastic wrap over it so that the glue doesn't. So you don't end up gluing your bookmark to the paper, because that's a drag when that happens. Can't say it hasn't happened to me. Okay, now here's the interesting part. Getting this off carefully. I'm putting it onto my drying rack, which is a brick it's a brick with plastic wrap on it, so again, it won't glue. I don't glue it to the surface. So I'm just trying to fill in these a little bit of, even out this glue a bit. That's going to take overnight to dry. The brick also comes with my flattener, because these curl up. This is one I was working on yesterday. Zoom in on it so you can see the owl better there. So yeah, I painted the front side and I still have to do the back, and it does feel sort of rubbery, but you can see it's very shiny, and you get the glitters in there. This was I have 3 different shades of this glitter glue. The blue, and then there's red, and then there's pink, or the red is more kind of orangey actually. I think this was the orangey one I used. And it's 2-sided paper, so that's going to see the pattern you'll see through, but it'll be basically a kind of a pinkish bookmark. And then I flatten it with the brick. And here's another one. The paper was yellow, so now it's orangey, which I think is cute too. And the owl turned orangey. And you can see his old school glittery eyes. And then the back is gold paper. So it's going to be orangey looking. Salmon, maybe kind of a salmon tone, and that needs to be flattened. So we've got 3 owl bookmarks, just with scrap paper. So now, while the lovebirds are drying, they will need to dry overnight, and then I will flip it over and coat the other side. I could coat the other sides of these owls now, except that's not the I'm not going to glue right now. I'm going to punch. So let us punch. Okay, I believe I have gathered everything I need to start making another bookmark. So here's the paper I've chosen. It's I get my scrapbooking paper from a variety of sources. It's not hard to find, really. You can get it let's see. I would say the most likely place would be Michael's, or what you call Hobby Lobby, or your designated craft store. Sandy says hi again. Most likely Walmart. I remember seeing a big pack of it in Walmart many years ago, so they probably still have all kinds of crafting stuff. I hate Walmart, so I couldn't really tell you what's going on there currently. I just hate that place. So let's see, this paper I remember came from Project Life scrapbooking that Becky Higgins does. You can get all kinds of interesting paper there. It's a neat system. I like Project Life. Right now I don't have much to scrapbook about, but hopefully that'll change someday. Yeah, but this matches some of the, this actually came in scrapbooking paper, but they sell it in cards too. Just little cards that are supposed to be inserts for their scrapbooks. That I've got a ton of them, and I don't have any problem with cutting them up if I don't like that particular color scheme. So here's my book, literally my book that I wrote. Shameless self-promotion here. Wish of Pentacles, buy yourself a copy, make me rich so I can get some more glue and stuff. Support the little guy. So I was just using that for scale. How much do I want this to stick out? This is a bit long, so I'm going to cut it down to, let's see, think about like this. Yeah, depends on what you're going to use your bookmark for, like if it's for paperbacks, and paper backs are smaller. This is 6 by 9. I forget what size paperbacks are. This is a larger size. But this is standard size. If you're going to self-publish or publish a book, then generally they start out with the 6 by 9 format. I'm sure you could go smaller. I guess you can go smaller. I don't know actually. Anyway, so this will be my bookmark. Don't need my scissors anymore. Don't need my punch yet. Sorting out my stuff here. Okay, that would be handy. We'll do it this way. So I'm going to round off these corners. It just looks a lot nicer. This paper punch came from Stampin' Up, but actually it is also branded for Project Life, funnily enough, but it's the same. Excuse me, it says Stampin' Up on the back and Project Life on the front, so it's for rounding your corners. And I would say if you wanted to really get into paper crafting, go to a direct selling company and get it that way, because that's probably going to be one source. So what I did was I wanted the specific equipment to do paper crafting that I knew that Stampin' Up sold. So I signed up as a demonstrator because they get a discount. So I was a demonstrator for a while. I managed to keep my quota up. I didn't really make any sales, but I had enough money to keep my quota up and get all the equipment and paper and everything that I needed. So I stocked up. And then when I had everything I needed, I resigned. Because I needed to get a big shot, and I needed to get a lot of punches, and I needed to get a lot of paper and glue, and I got a few stamps. Just stuff that I thought would be useful. I have a cold embosser, which they don't make anymore, because a big shot you can use for embossing and die cutting. It's basically a press, but yeah, so that's what I did, so I didn't have to shop around so much. Okay, so let me zoom in a bit and we can see what the heck I'm doing here, so you can see what the heck I'm doing. So I'm just carefully putting the corner of the paper into the punch and make sure it fits properly. It's it's a 90 degree angle. So you just put it in and then you just punch it, and then so now you've got a nice round corner. So you do that just to make your corners pretty. This looks a little more finished. Okay, so that's done. So already it looks more like a bookmark than a scrap of paper. These are just scraps from trimming down stuff for other projects. So that's pretty. Now, the birds. We're going to be using those lovebirds that I showed you earlier. And how did I produce them? Well, with this stamp. It's not a stamp, it's a paper punch. So, just so you can see what happens, you feed it in to this side. And you just punch through. This is thin paper that I'm not going to really use. It's too thin. But just for demonstration purposes. So that punched through, and you remove the punch. Oh, that's never happened before. Yeah, this is what happens when your paper is way too thin. It cuts up too much. But when you have good paper, thicker paper, you don't have this problem. And if this were thinner, you could also use it for a stencil. But so it makes your little bird pieces right there. So there's the body of the bird, and here's the wing, and then the branch, like so. So there you go. Now I'm gonna throw this out because I have no use for that. That was for demonstration purposes only. Put that away. This paper is just my first scrap. It's actually backer paper for some scrapbooking paper I got. Now then, this is my fun box here. So I went and did this, I guess last month. I went and I just got several sheets of double-sided paper or solid paper, and I just punched out my bird shapes. So this is the owl department. So here you've got, this is thicker paper, so there's the owl body. And then you put his, I guess you'd say the breast on there. And then you add, the eyes are 3-part, and I only use 2 of the parts because you get way too small. So here's the largest part of the eye. So there's the largest part of the eye there. And then there's the medium-sized. I'll do that for a little contrast. Okay, there's inside of that. And then there's an itty bitty one that I can't even pick up with my fingers, so it's kind of a waste. So I don't mess with that. That's where I put the glitter glue. But he does have a beak, which is also a heart. So sometimes it doubles as a heart. So that sort of heart shape is his beak. So that's basically how the kit works. You're gluing little bitty bits of paper to itself. And it takes some patience and a steady hand. So that's the owl kit. We're doing the lovebirds kit today. So I need 2 birds and I need 2 wings. I don't have a heck of a lot of them. Okay, 2 birds, a stem, and 2 wings. Hopefully this will look good. Now I need another branch. This looks sort of Pennsylvania Dutch to me. So those are our pieces. Now let's see if that's gonna look workable on this background. It's not bad. Okay, so let's get these laid out. I think I'm gonna use this side of it. Let's zoom a bit more. So now I'm gonna lay them out. Doing stuff left-handed again, I don't know. So what's nice with double-sided paper is you can just flip it over. So there's one birdie, and then I'll sit them on the branches. Let's see. Yeah. And then their wings. Well, so you flip the wings. So you're a pattern bird, so you get a solid wing. And you're a solid bird, so you get a patterned wing. Okay. So now I'm just arranging how I want these guys to be. See how it looks on the other background. This might be a little busy. I might get actually a different bookmark. Let's see. I think I like this better. It's simpler, easier on your eyes, the polka dot. And it looks like it might be raining or something. And then when I coat it, it's going to tone it down too. So we're kind of, do I want to introduce more black? That might be more fun. So then I just switch these. And that would introduce the aqua, which is one of the colors I have for the polymer, which might be good. So you just kind of play with it and arrange it like you like. and I'll be back when I start gluing. Okay, so I established a center point, and yeah, that's not too bad. I like that. It's a little busy. Let's see. So it gets in the middle here. So this blue heart is the center point. The birds are going to be touching beaks, so I'm going to glue part of them, and then I'm going to tuck the branch underneath. So I just go, this is a good old Elmer's glue stick, the purple one, and I just bring the bird to the glue. And yep, you get glue on your fingers now. I love it. Just wipe it on like that. So this will just get it into position. And do the same with the other one. So now the birds can be kissing. Or about to kiss. Touching beaks. Almost. Pretty close. It's that moment. Will they kiss or not? Oh. Okay, don't go weird. Don't go weird. Okay. Now the branches, let's see. Do I want them showing a little? Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's get the angle I like here. And then when I put the polymer glue over it, that will also seal the rest. It'll glue the rest of the bird down. So there you go, them coming out of there. As long as it doesn't look like they're, pooping out branches or something, But so what I do, and fix the angle over here. So the edge of this leaf will touch edge of the bookmark. Yes. Okay. Now then, my cat is dying for attention. He is like knocking things over and being a real PITA. Doesn't like it when I make videos or do anything that makes him feel left out. But that's us. We're all like that, aren't we? Maybe. I don't know. Okay, let's get this blade on a branch so he's not floating anymore. So this comes down a bit more. There's one. I guess I don't know why I'm calling him a him. Maybe the green is male. I don't know why I'm thinking the green one is the boy. I guess girls would wear flowers, but actually in nature the girls are very plain, and the males are the ones that are very colorful, like a red cardinal, and the female cardinal is so drab looking for the most part. I guess for protection, camouflage, so that they won't. Must be a protective thing. Okay, let's get this. Let's see. Get that like that. It is tedious. You can't be in a hurry. You can't put one of these together quickly. It has to be a nice mellow rainy day, which it sure is here. Cold and dreary out there. Okay, so I'm going to leave this unglued, and we're going to count on the polymer glue to catch that. So we'll put the wings on. This is a mix and match couple. You know they're a perfect couple because he has her wings and she has his wings. And they are the wind beneath their wings. Cat is making a lot of noise. Okay, so now we add some we start embellishing, so that's the next phase. Okay, so now it's time to do a little highlighting, just a teeny bit. This is the old school glue and glitter. This was really cheap, so I stocked up. They sold it in at Dollar General. They sell it, well, did sell it. They were selling it 5 tubes, a tube of each color, red, green, blue, silver, and gold. One of each. Regular price is $1 for 5, and they had it half price. So I bought 10 to stock up, because they might, who knows if they're going to discontinue it or whatever. So I'm just going to put a few little specks of glue on my birds. I guess we can zoom in a little, huh? And I like to get it flowing first, so I use a paper plate. My tester. Okay, it looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna highlight the heart. I decided to accent with red. So there's the heart and the tips of the leaves go from outside in. Just pull it in from the outside edge. And over here. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. Little goes a long way. So this needs to dry. So you can see a little red on the edges there. So it's the pattern, the decoration is in the center, so you've got some edges, or you can just enjoy your polka spots. I'm not going to give the birds eyes because glitter is so hard to, very hard to be precise with, and it ends up making a mess. I make the owl eyes with glitter, and that's as small as I can make it. So these eyes would have to be way smaller, and I know it's not going to work, so I'm not going to attempt that. It would wreck it. It would wreck it. So when this glue is dry, the old glitter glue is dry, we're going to use this glitter glue. This is the red. And that will dye everything will take a red tone and blend in. And it'll be fun. So I'm going to have to let this dry, and it's going to take a while. So I think I'm gonna play The Sims for a while and get back to you, I guess, in tomorrow or later tonight. Catch you then. Okie dokie. It's the next day. Hi. Oh, there's my foot. I like to sit on this little bench. It's handy. So I had to press the bookmarks, and this is my recovered freestyle really big notebook, which is come in handy. But ooh, it's orange. I forgot what color it was under it. So I stuck the bookmarks in here once they were, dry enough, because this is a nice thick book, good for pressing. And not much else, because it's such an awkward, it shouldn't be glued, it should have been, I don't know. So anyway, here's the baby, all pink. Woo. Yeah, this is the one we made, isn't it? Yeah. So this is going to, I guess this shows is upside down. I'm going to flip around this video. But here we go. This is one side. Haven't done the second side yet, but yeah, it's very pink. Let's zoom. Much more colorful. I think it's cute. You lose the one bird a little bit there, but this isn't something to be viewed from 50 miles away. You look at it closely and you see, oh, look at the little birds, that's cute. And then the back will just be this pinkish color again, and that'll tone down this really strong black print. So I'm letting this press a little more. That's pretty good, I think. And so what else have I got? Okay, here's the first one. Yeah, that's a lot better. It was kind of wrinkled, So he's, I guess, ready to be given away. Thought I'd send him to a friend we seem to be doing a bookmark swap. So I thought I'd maybe send him to her. And here's another one that I did yesterday. Was this the one I was demonstrating on? I think it was. Yeah, so that's still a little bent, and I have to do the other side, and that's going to also get the wrinkles out a bit, the warps out. But yeah, this is a good place to store them. I just realized that. And another one that I did. It looks kind of like leather. This one, it's kind of neat because it's you can't see the pattern so much. So isn't that neat? It looks like leather. And then you turn it over. Oh, that's not leather. So, is there another one? Yes. I do make, other than owls and birds, I have a cupcake kit that I can do, which is a little hard to work with. Boy, those cherries, they're just tiny in the cupcake one. But it's cute, and I could put, the cupcakes are about the same size as the owls, so I could put maybe like 3 on or something, because I think it stiffens it, if you've got more cut paper glued, which is good. But I like to leave the backs plain, because it is a bookmark. You don't want it really thick. And I have a laminator cartridge for my Xyron, but it makes it so slippery. And if you're just using plain paper with nothing glued to it, that's fine. But if the minute you add more layers to it, it just makes it really lumpy. Laminator just doesn't take to it, and you need to have a liquid laminate. I have some, what did they call it though? I have something like the glitter glue, only it's clear. And I forget, what's it called? It's just an ordinary, I don't know. But I have a clear version of stuff, but I don't have a lot, and it's very, I don't know, I just don't care much for it. And it came from, it was expensive too, so it's not really worth it. But anyways, this is what I've decided would be a good press. And in addition to my brick, and I like my zebra. He's cute. Looks like my battery's dying, and I'm done anyway. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care.